Welcome back to the sandbox. Thank you for coming by to play with me. Oh, it feels so good when you play with me. All right, here we are, Camp Buddy. Goro, the asshole, confronting Yuichi, the other asshole. Kind of. Although, in the cave, he was sweet and vulnerable, and I'll give that to him. And so, I don't know, maybe he's changing. Maybe he's opening up. Anyway, we have this choice because Goro wants to expel Keitaro for taking the photograph that he did not take. We know that, right? His camera was stolen that night. I'm pretty sure it was by Taiga. But Goro doesn't know that, and he's not buying the excuses, and so he wants to expel Keitaro, and so Yuichi has a choice here to make. How does he respond to Goro? Well, fine, go ahead and expel Keitaro. That's not even an option. Throw that out right away. You can't change my mind. I'm not sure what that refers to. Can't change my mind about what? That, I don't know. None of the text leading up to this moment, I don't know. I'm not sure what this means. Keitaro is innocent. You might as well expel me too. Both good options. You know, so in this game, sometimes I question, like, should I respond the way I think the character actually would respond, or should I respond the way that I want the character to respond? You know what I'm saying? Like, how am I rewarded by sticking closer to the character's nature, or by just having them behave in the way that I want them to behave? I hope that makes sense. In my mind, it's crystal clear, but there you go. So this is kind of one of those moments. So you might as well expel me too is kind of where my heart is, right? Because saying, well, Keitaro's innocent, sir, doesn't really put anything on the line, right? But if Yoichi says, hey, if you're going to expel Keitaro, you might as well expel me too, right? He's got at least some skin in the game. He's putting himself on the line and saying, I'm going to stand up and support my boyfriend. If you want to expel him, you got to expel me too, right? So this is what I want him to say, but I don't know if Yoichi is that selfless yet. Maybe he's working toward that. And then on the third hand, I'm just thinking I'm overthinking the whole damn thing. So, all right, I'm just going to go with what I want Yoichi to say, which is, he's my boyfriend, I care about him. If you're going to expel him, you need to expel me too, mister. Suck on that. All right, well, you might as well expel me too if you don't believe Keitaro's innocent. That boy himself confessed that he was responsible for the picture. Isn't that enough validation? That's because he's a stupidly nice guy who cares more about others than himself. I've been telling him since the beginning of the damn game that he's stupid for being so nice, but, that's the way he is. I can't change him. And I gotta say, a little bit of him has rubbed off on me too. That's why I defended him in the first place. I just know Keitaro isn't the type of guy to do something like that. I may be a delinquent, but I'm not a liar. Merely telling me that your friend didn't do it doesn't prove anything either. If you believe you have some evidence to prove that Mr. Nagami didn't take the photograph, then you are welcome to show me. But if you fail to do so, my decision will remain as is. Oh, okay. So we have a window here, it sounds like. We have a window to find evidence to prove Keitaro's innocence, and then Goro won't expel him. Awesome. You should be thankful to your scoutmaster for changing my mind. If it weren't for him, I wouldn't be here to talk about any of this with you. Our conversation here is done. Sheriff, huh?
Come in.
Uh, you called for me, sir? If it's about earlier, I would like to apologize for what I said. I wasn't thinking straight, and I was letting my emotions get the best of me. I know I shouldn't.
It doesn't matter. I fully understand why you responded so defensively a while ago, which leads me to why I've asked for you here.
Uh,
I've just recently tried to see things from a different perspective. It's why I took matters into my own hands and spoke with Mr. Yukimura himself.
I I would like to apologize in advance if he happened to respond aggressively. That boy can be really.
He didn't. In fact, I was able to see his true intentions myself with regard to the incident yesterday. Let's just say I heard enough to lift his expulsion and allow him to keep his dog under certain conditions as well.
What? Really?
As the head of this camp, I should have taken the time to understand the situation better, to listen to the campers and to you. So, I wanted to apologize for my presumption about you and Mr. Yukimura.
What? Wow, Goro is apologizing? What the fuck? The world is topsy turvy. We're on Earth 2 now, friends. Uh it's no problem at all, sir. And I am truly grateful for your decision about Yuichi.
Which leads me to my other concern.
He hands over the paper to Yoshinori. This is an expulsion notice? Uh, I'm confused, sir. I thought Yuichi was no longer going to be expelled.
This is not for Mr. Yukimura, but rather for Mr. Nagami. I've thought about this carefully, and I've reached the conclusion that this entire mess has branched out and escalated due to the photo that he took. It's only fair that we punish the one who started this whole mess.
Sir, maybe we should hold off on this decision. Keitaro is sick right now, after all.
The boy already confessed back at the beach, and I've already compromised with Mr. Yukimura enough. Unless it's proven that Mr. Nagami didn't take the photo, then he will be expelled. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Good. I want this form filed and on my desk tomorrow. I'll take your advice and allow him to recover first before breaking the news to him. That will be all. You are dismissed.
Yes, sir. Well, a little bit of progress from Goro. Not much, but a little. Oh, crap. He's coming out. Oh. Hey. You all right, tough guy?
We heard what happened, Yoshi. I'm really sorry about what my dad said.
It just frustrates me that the scout who's done the most for this camp is about to be expelled. And once again, I can't do anything.
Yoshi!
I'm going to try to talk to Keitaro myself and find out what really happened. Hold your horses, brah. It's already late and Keitaro is sick as well. But it just doesn't make sense that Keitaro would do something like that. There has to be some sort of mistake. With Sir Goro processing the expulsion tomorrow, I don't have time to waste.
I can try and stall my dad tomorrow, Yoshi. Right now, we just need to let Keitaro rest.
Oh, yeah. Just look at the bright side, Yoshi. Yoichi isn't expelled anymore. You got your problem half solved already. Horseshoes and hand grenades, my friend. I mean, close doesn't count. Keitaro is the guy who's done the most for the camp, and having him expelled for something I'm pretty sure he didn't do. By the way, can we talk about Aiden's bulge just for a second? Because damn, what is he carrying in that thing? Okay,
Aiden, you're not helping.
well, what I'm saying is that we've already done so much today. I mean, let's try and take it easy for tonight, you know? Save the rest for tomorrow. Hey, I know. How about we go have a drink? I'll shell out that booze I've been saving since last year. That should get you relaxed a little. You know what else would get me relaxed a little? Aiden? Can you guess at something else that would help me relax? I'll give you some time to think about it. You just get back to me if you come up with any ideas. All right.
This just goes to show how much Keitaro really means to Yoshi. He wants to do everything he can to keep him from being expelled.
As he should, because Keitaro is innocent, and we all know it.
What? That idiot still isn't expelled? I was so sure that old man said he would expel him as soon as we got back. And after everything he did, Yoichi is completely off the hook? It's because of that stupid Yoshinori. Ugh. How the hell is that asshole Yoshinori under his spell anyway? I just don't get it. It's not fair. How come when they do something like that, they just keep getting second chances? He'd better get rid of them soon, or else.
See, I think Taiga's behind it all. Taiga is not a nice boy. Hey, Yoichi, what's up, buddy? Expel Keitaro my ass. Not if I have anything to say about it.
That wolf boy is up to something again. I heard him say Keitaro's name. Ugh. Hasn't he caused enough trouble for everyone already? I better follow him just in case.
Hero,
Ah! You scared me, Hunter.
are you that curious to find out where Yoichi is going?
What? You saw him go out too?
Yeah. I thought I heard something, and I wanted to see what it was.
What's going on? Why aren't you guys asleep yet?
We saw Yoichi go outside, Natsumi.
What? Is he up to no good again?
I know, right? Whenever he runs off like that, it always means trouble. For him and everyone else.
Maybe we should go follow him. We can try and stop him from doing anything reckless.
That's what I was gonna do. I don't want him getting involved in something he'll regret again.
Are you not mad at him anymore, Hero? It sounds like you're worried about him.
What? No, I'm still mad at that guy.
Come on, Hero. Come on. Let your guard down a little. Let your friends in. You can trust us. Just admit that you have some kind of building feeling for Yoichi.
Maybe Keitaro convinced you that he's not that bad earlier.
What? No way. I still think he's a huge troublemaker. Gah. Let's go before Keitaro wakes up too.
Here we are outside. What's Yoichi doing?
Aha! Caught in the act, Wolf Boy. What are you up to this late?
Shut up, Torchhead, all right? I'm busy.
Yeah? With what?
Come on, seriously. We all know Catero didn't take that picture.
Way to point out the obvious, Wolf Boy. We already knew somebody framed him.
Then why aren't you guys doing anything to help him, huh? You're just gonna sit around and wait for him to get expelled? I think Yoichi may have a point. Maybe it's about time that we find out who really took that photo. What did you have in mind, Yoichi? You must have a plan if you're out here this late.
Don't tell me you were just going to barge in there and scream at the Scoutmasters.
I'm still thinking about it, all right?
What an idiot.
Hey, at least I'm actually doing something, huh? More than you can say, hero, who doesn't deserve his name.
You're just going to get yourself in trouble, you meathead. You should have some kind of plan so you don't get caught.
Oh, look at me. I'm a smartass over here.
You really are hopeless.
How about you, hero? Do you have a plan? Ah, ha ha ha.
What? Well, of course not. I'm just trying to show this dumbass why you need one.
Ha! Look who's talking. McSmartyPants doesn't even have a plan to begin with.
Guys, this is going nowhere. If we're going to do this, let's talk about it somewhere else. We're sitting ducks in the middle of the campgrounds.
I'm worried, though. Should we really do this tonight? I'm afraid we'll get into trouble. Natsumi, buddy, I mean, come on. I understand the attraction of, like, order and following the rules, and, right, the rules are there for a reason, to help us all kind of live together, but, dude, I mean, you can't be so afraid of breaking the rules that you let injustice be done, right? If an injustice is going to be done, shouldn't you break the rules? Isn't that a reason to break the rules if you have to? All right, well, then you can kiss Catero's ass goodbye in the morning.
Even though I'm nervous about it too, I don't think we have a choice. Let's do this for Catero.
But first, we should find some place to talk about this privately.
Hunter, once again, the voice of reason. He is the moral voice.
All right, this should be a good hiding place.
You call this a hiding place? We're basically out here in the open. Don't worry, Yoichi. Nobody goes here unless there's a fishing activity. Just think of it as our own private club. You just keep getting lamer and lamer by the day, don't you?
So, what do we know so far?
Well, I think we can all agree that Taiga is the only one with the motive to hurt Catero like that. The problem is, we can't really prove that he did it unless we have some sort of evidence. Accusing him blindly will only infuriate Sir Goro even more.
Are we sure Wolf Boy here isn't the one who took the picture? I'm still not convinced it wasn't him.
Yoichi hits Hiro on the head. Deservedly so, may I say.
Ow!
Hey, you idiot! Why would I be here helping you guys solve the case then?
Come on, guys. Arguing isn't helping.
Blame Wolf Boy over here. He's not making it any easier. Why don't you let us handle this and go deal with your own expulsion?
Ah, didn't you hear, Torchhead? The old man is letting me stay.
What?
This is going to be a long night.
That's great to hear, Yoichi. But how did it happen?
Yeah, you've got a lot of explaining to do.
Well, 10 minutes later.
So, let me get this straight. Sir Goro just magically had a change of heart and decided not to expel you, but he's still expelling Katero? That's not fair.
Hero buddy, you're preaching to the choir. I said this like 5 minutes ago. It's totally unrealistic. Hey, don't you think I tried to defend Katero? I couldn't convince the old man without any evidence. That's why we have to find something to show him he's wrong about all of this. So that explains why you're so eager to help Katero out tonight. I've been trying to tell you guys that, but you just haven't been listening.
Well, Hero here has been the only really stubborn one.
Hey, Hunter, when you're right, buddy. You and your little bunny jammies, you haven't been unrealistic. Are you free tonight? You doing anything? 'Cause my bunk is kind of cold.
Hey, I was the only one trying to protect my best friend. Let's just get this over with. How do we prove that Taiga did it?
It would be easier if we just smashed that turd's face and make him admit what he did in front of the Scoutmasters.
Yuichi, why do you keep forgetting that we can't resort to violence? Not only will the Scoutmasters punish us, but Katero will also be upset that we did the opposite of what he asked.
Yeah, Hunter's right, Wolf Boy. As much as I want to hit those bastards too, Katero would never forgive us if he finds out. Plus, it would be really suspicious if Taiga goes confessing to the Scoutmasters with a bloody face.
Duh. I wasn't serious about actually beating the Torp up.
Well, it's like you said earlier. We need evidence instead. You guys have any idea how we could start getting some?
Okay, this is progress again. At least everyone is sort of on board that yes, Katero is innocent. Yes, Yoichi didn't do it. The picture of Goro's ass. Yes, Taiga probably did it. Yes, we need to find some evidence to exonerate our friend so he doesn't get expelled. Okay, we're all in the same canoe and we're all paddling in the same direction. This is progress. Only good can come from this. I hope. All right. That's it for today. Come back. Join me next time right here in the sandbox. We'll see how all this resolves.